My name's Elisa Bunbury. I'm the Grimwade Collection Curator here at the Ian Potter Museum of Art, and I have chosen to talk today about a group of works by an early artist in Victoria called Duncan Cooper. We know very little about the early life of Duncan Cooper. He was born around 1814 into an Anglo-Indian military family, and he came out to Australia in 1841. And on the voyage out, he met a pair of brothers, and within 2 months of arriving in Geelong, they were already settled, or had already started a settlement in the Western Districts, out in between Beaufort and Ararat, at a station that they called Challicum. So as early as 1842, they were living on this land. They had brought sheep with them, and a number of these images show the stock starting. These are cows in this image. But a number of these small images show the way in which they're using the land. None of these images, I should say, show the Djabwurrung or the Djadjawurrung people of these lands, although one or two other images that he does, not in this collection, do show that. These images are from a larger group, of which we own these 8, that show the landscape around his region, heading towards Gariwerd, which is the Grampians, and towards Mount Arapiles. So they're all done in this beautiful monochromatic sepia wash. The way in which he's captured the effects of light, atmosphere and distance, I think is truly exquisite. He's not a professional artist. There is an element of naivety, particularly when he draws figures, but his ability to capture the landscape I find quite fascinating. Some of them are done much more in a very picturesque manner, showing off the important features or distinctive features of the landscape, whereas others are very interesting in their depiction of the emptiness that many of us are familiar with as we drive through the Australian outback. Professional artists probably would have depicted this kind of scene, or particularly one such as this, which is actually one of my favourites, because it shows a type of vegetation that is so familiar but so mundane in the same way. That scrubbiness of the Australian bush, which is very distinctive and which is not shown by artists who are wishing to convey a more idealised landscape, you could say. One of these images is also worth noting for the evidence of bushfire or fire activity in the distance, but whether that might be either a bushfire out of control or active fire stick farming is a bit difficult to say. But they're a beautiful group of works, and others of this series are held in the National Gallery of Victoria and the National Library in Canberra, and 1 or 2 other collections.